Let's discuss the periodic table. These are all of the families. Which one would you like to hear about? I bet you want to know about the halogen family. Too bad, we're learning about the nitrogen family. I know, nitrogen does not show its name with a video game, but it is really cool. It can cause mass destruction. Believe me, I would know.
Hi, I'm here to show you how human flesh reacts with liquid nitrogen.
It didn't end well. So, what is the nitrogen family? It is a group of elements on the periodic table, consisting of nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, antimony, antimony. I give up. Okay, moving on. Bismuth. Whatever that is, we are going to be covering only the nonmetals in the group, nitrogen and phosphorus. Nitrogen is the most common gas on the planet. Phosphorus is much more reactive than nitrogen and is mostly only found in compounds. Nitrogen has no scent, no color, and scientists say that it has no flavor, but that's just a theory. We have no way of knowing until someone eats it, which should be relatively easy, for nitrogen makes up nearly 78% of the Earth's air. Phosphorus comes in three forms: red, white, and blue. Black, I meant to say black. White phosphorus, otherwise known as yellow, is a waxy solid. It looks a bit like cheese or white chocolate with a lemon jelly filling, but let's be real, no one would eat chocolate and lemon together. So, just cheese. It looks like cheese. Red phosphorus is a powdery element made by heating white phosphorus to 464 degrees Fahrenheit. Black phosphorus, also called violet for some reason, is a powder similar to graphite or coal. It is made by putting extreme weight on white phosphorus. Imagine having a sledgehammer, then triple the weight of that sledgehammer, drop the sledgehammer from 100 feet onto a block of white phosphorus, let it sit for 2 days, then pick up the sledgehammer and look down at the white phosphorus, but it's not white phosphorus because that extreme pressure made it into black phosphorus. Or you could be Thor, place your hammer on the phosphorus and let it sit. Your hammer will make enough pressure to make it black phosphorus, because the white phosphorus is not worthy to rule Asgard. Now that we have covered the basics and physical characteristics, let's talk about the chemical characteristics of these elements. Nitrogen becomes liquid when cooled to negative 320 degrees Fahrenheit and becomes solid at negative 346 degrees. Nitrogen is not very reactive, especially at room temperature. It does not react with most elements, but does blend with oxygen to form nitric oxide. Nitric oxide combines with water to form nitric acid. Nitrogen forms in Earth's air and can be used by bacteria to form compounds in a process called nitrogen fixation. Ta-da! Red phosphorus crystallizes when it is heated enough, but catches fire when it is heated too much. It is kind of like cream. If you whip it too much, it becomes butter. But who cares? It is delicious either way. White phosphorus is very reactive, but it might catch on fire when reacting with oxygen, so it is kept underwater in laboratories. Lastly, black phosphorus can conduct electric current even though it is a nonmetal. You were taught that no matter what, nonmetals cannot conduct electric current. Your teacher lied, so everyone take a minute, turn around, and stare at your teacher in disapproval. That's it. So, how are these elements used? Well, nitrogen fixation helps plants grow. Nitrogen gas is used to preserve foods. Ever wondered why your bag of Lay's potato chips is always half empty? Probably because half the bag is filled with nitrogen gas to preserve the flavor, and it works. That is why Lay's potato chips are the best. But another reason that they keep it half empty is to rip you off. Moving on, liquid nitrogen is used to quickly freeze foods. Flash freezing, the process of freezing anything, usually food, in only a short amount of time uses the liquid nitrogen. Phosphorus pentasulfide and phosphorus sesquisulfide, both phosphorus compounds, are used to make wood. You know that weird red stuff stuck to the side of matchboxes? You know, the ones that light the match when you rub the match against it? That weird material is actually red phosphorus. I just gave you an excuse to light a match without getting in trouble with your parents. You are welcome! Hopefully you know a lot more about the nitrogen family than you did before. Thank you for watching, and remember, don't play with liquid nitrogen, or you will end up like me, in a hospital for 6 hours.
Hi, I'm here to show you how human flesh reacts with liquid nitrogen.